So we are seeing report programming. In report programming, we have seen write statements. Write to display something in the output. So we have seen right now three types. Type 1, simply write hello. Then we have seen type 2, write 40 hello. Type 3, type 3, write forward slash something hello. So this time, wherever the cursor is at that time, wherever the cursor is at that time, there it will write the text. So suppose by the time I am writing this, I am executing this keyword. By the time I am executing this keyword, my cursor is there somewhere here. My cursor is somewhere here. It will write there only. It will write there only. Now in the type 2, irrespective, irrespective, wherever the cursor is, it will go to, it will go to that position and write. So now by the time I'm writing this text, let's assume my cursor is somewhere here, somewhere in this corner. But if I say write at 40, immediately my cursor will go back to the 40th position and write that in that position. Now forward slash will take the cursor to new line. Now all the people know English here, right? All
Yes,
the people know English here, right?
yes,
So
sir.
now, Varshika, can you tell me the spelling of Goa?
GOA.
Now tell the spelling of Czechoslovakia.
Sorry.
Czechoslovakia. There is one country called as Czechoslovakia.
CHETATSLOVE.
Gone. Czechoslovakia. The spelling is nearly 10 to 15 characters. You have kept only 8 characters. So why now? Okay, tell me the spelling of assassination. Assassination.
Assassination. ASSISNATION.
Yeah. Assassination. I say this is wrong. So what? Why I ask this? Because now in the English dictionary, how many words you can see roughly? In English dictionary, how many words you will see roughly?
Thousand, more than that.
More
Lakhs,
than
not thousands. Lakhs. Have you ever seen an Oxford dictionary? How much
Yes, sir.
big book it is
Yes,
there? In each book, in each page, at least 20 to 30 words you will see and its meanings. 20 to 30 words and its meanings. Now, when you join a course for English, can your English teacher, now you have done your schooling from nursery to 10th. Nursery to 10th, you have done your schooling in English medium did for nearly 12 years. So, in 12 years, your faculty could cover all the English words. Did he cover all the English words?
no, sir.
Yes. No. For 12 years they are not able to complete, because if every year Oxford will add new words to that, so there is no end for learning. We call it as vocabulary. There is no ending for the vocabulary. The more and more you use, the more and more fluent you will be there. Now you know English, but still we don't know all the words. So same concept, every language will have words. Like English has some words, ABAP also has one words. English etc is for human language. This is ABAP C++ is for machine language. But here also you'll have words. All the keywords what we are using are words. When you come for the interview, now if you are not able to tell some spelling, now you have tell this spelling wrong, that does not mean you don't know English. You know English, but there is no rule that you have to know the spellings of each and everything. These days, this younger generation right now, whichever generation is right now there, they don't know much spellings. For simple words also they don't know the spellings, because in the WhatsApp chat, FB chat, etc., they are using shortcuts. So automatically, because they are using shortcuts, BRB. What is BRB? Be right back. So like this, they are using shortcuts. They are forgetting the spellings. That does not mean they don't know English. So when you come for the interview, if you are not able to tell the syntaxes, we are least bothered. Syntaxes is not the code. Program does not work by syntax. So if you miss something, if you tell wrong syntax also, we don't bother. But how it is used, how which keyword is used in which place, your understanding of that is very very important. You have to understand which keyword is used in which place. That is, when we form a sentence, we are using nouns, pronouns, etc. Like that, here when we form a program, which keyword is used in which place is important. If you don't know syntaxes also, we don't bother, because my compiler will anyhow do the syntax check. If you are giving wrong syntax, my compiler will say, boss, this syntax is wrong. Now you correct the syntax, but place the keyword in a wrong place. Place the keyword in a wrong place. My system cannot judge. It cannot say, boss, you have kept the keyword in a wrong place. It cannot say. So my compiler is not that much dynamic that it cannot decide which keyword is used in which place. That you should know. So when you are learning keywords, you have to understand how it is used, where it is used. Two, three times if you use it, you will get the syntax. And by the name, by this, the spelling is wrong. The spelling is one donkey. Ass. What is ass means? A donkey. एक गधा. गधा के आगे और एक गधा. गधे के आगे मैं. मेरा आगे सारा जहां. A donkey, before that one more donkey, before that I am standing, and before me the entire nation is standing. This is a spelling of assassination. One faculty will teach in one way. Now how the faculty teaches irrespective, how the faculty teaches irrespective, all the students should remember. Now in a school, in a first standard, second standard, there will be exam for English. They will test your words. They will give set of words, some 50, 60 words, and you have to mug up. Similarly, when you are keeping some 2, 3 years of experience, there are some trademark keywords which we use. Some 40 keywords we'll regularly use. You should know what is the purpose of those keywords, where it is used, how it is used, not the syntaxes. So yesterday's topic we have seen right statements. Today we'll go to more deeper length. So now my requirement is, I want again the same customer slip, bill number, bill date, bill date. So I'll print the bill number, I'll print the bill date here, followed by one underline here. I want one underline exactly under the customer slip. Then customer details, one underline, customer ID, customer name, customer city, customer city, customer postal code, post. So here we will print the data. So all the data should begin in one place, followed by serial number, material, material, quantity, price, quantity units, price. currency. Now I want a table here, somewhat like this. Serial number, material number, quantity. Yesterday we were not drawing this table, but today we are drawing this table. Now there you can see some cross lines, so don't assume that it's cross. It is straight only. My drawing is a bit weak here. Followed by some line items, some items, one, two, three, four items as of now. Followed by last total. We have to print the total. So whatever is the total, we have to print it in the bottom. Total. This is what I want. Now, if you see here, for yesterday also we did the similar thing, but today we are having some extra lines. So I will show you one requirement. So after 1 month, we will do these requirements. We call functional specifications. You see, I'm showing you one report. In report, I'm opening the first report. So these are the real requirements what we did in my company. So if you see here, the client is asking a input screen. Still, we have not seen how to design the input screen yet. This will be your tomorrow's topic: how to design a screen. This will be your input screen. Now output screen. Desired report layout. Desired report layout. How we want plant, customer name, invoice, written document, like this. Some things here asking horizontal lines and vertical lines. So it's like a table format. So how to draw a simple table we are seeing now. How to draw a simple table. In real time, more fields will come. More fields will come. 15, 16, 20, 30, 100 fields also might come. Now we are dealing with 5, 6 fields only. So this is my requirement. So simple rule, any requirement can be done with right statement. Any requirement can be done with right statement with these combinations. I can do everything with this only. So now this is my page. This is my page. If this is my page, I want a printout like this. So what to do? So now I'm opening the ABAP editor. ABAP editor SC38. Now I am opening my report to create. Customer slip. Customer slip. Type executable. Save. Local object. Now I want 3 lines of margin on the top. 3 lines margin. Three empty lines on the top. What shall I do? Then write whatever you want. Customer slip. So right now this will come in the sixth line. This will come in the sixth line. Above that, I am having 5 lines of gap. Check the syntax, activate, execute, execute. So now you are seeing some gap here, 5 lines of gap. So with the right statement, I can do everything. But we have one more alternative here, calling as skip, skip, skip n. Will leave n blank lines. N should always be greater than 0. N should always be greater than 0. So now if I am saying if I want 5 lines, instead of putting right statement 5 times, I can simply say skip 5. Skip 5 lines. It will automatically 5 lines. So the things become much simpler here. If I want 10 lines of gap, right forward slash, right forward slash, right forward slash, right forward slash, like this 10 times I have to write. But here simply say skip 10. So that many lines it is skipping. Now, if you don't know about skip keyword, also not a problem. With right, I can do everything. But if I know skip, it will become much easier. Now, if I simply say skip without giving anything, it leave one line. Skip means one line. Skip one line, or if you don't give anything, SAP will automatically take it as one. Skip will leave one line. Wherever you want only one line gap, you can use the keyword skip. Execute. It leave one line gap. So depending on your requirement, how many lines of gap you want, you can put it. Skip three. I want three lines of gap. I kept it. Now I want this from the left margin somewhere here. So I'm assuming somewhere around 40 or 50. So somewhere around 40. Somewhere around 40. So when you are writing the code indirectly in your brain, you should analyze the output somewhat like this. So when I say skip three, if this is my output, my cursor will be first line, second line, third line, fourth line. Now it will take my cursor to 40 and it will write customer slip. You have to imagine in your brain. If you can't imagine, take a paper and keep it aside and understand, okay, first keyword will do like this. It will leave three gaps. Second keyword, this keyword will do like this. It will give some gap. Next, write at 75. Now what I asked at 75? At 75 I asked bill number. So bill number. Now I have to take the cursor to the next line. So bill number is somewhere here printed. Bill number somewhere here. I have to take the cursor to the next line. In the next line, I am expecting a underline. Next line, I am expecting a underline like this. So what I have to do? I have to take the cursor right in a new line at 40, and then how much text this is? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I have to give here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Check the syntax. If I forgot to put that forward slash, my data output will overwrite. So now if I execute. So under the customer slip, I am getting the underline. And then I want the bill date. Then I want the bill date. So I can write at 75, 75, bill date, bill
Slash
date.
70.
Now if you put forward slash, again what will happen? Now right now what I did, I kept it here. If I take slash, it will take the cursor to the next line and it will print the bill date here. Bill date. Do I want the gap there? Shall I print the bill date like this? Like this or like this? See how
No
simple,
gap.
ask the output.
Just below bill number.
So shall I use forward slash?
No, sir.
No, sir.
This is what you should understand. Now the
Okay.
client won't tell use forward slash here, you don't use forward slash here. It's you. You have to decide when to use forward slash, when not to use forward slash. Right now I'm not using forward slash because I want in the same line. Wherever the underline is coming in the same line. That means in the fifth line what I want. So in the first line I want gap. First line I want gap. Second line I want gap. Third line I want gap. In the fourth line I want customer slip and the data. In the fifth line I want underline and the bill date, whatever it is. So this is how you have to imagine what you want. So without imagination, the developer cannot write a program. Creative work. Example, you went to director Rajmouli and asked, you gave a nice story and asked you to take a movie. Now he won't tell you first direct the movie and show me, then I will do much better. When you are telling the story, automatically is imagining the characters, how the character should be, how his dress should be, what places he should select, etc. I will imagine. If you go to AR Rahman and ask, play music for me, he'll ask you the situation. Based on the situation, he will say, okay, in this situation, this mood of song is good. In this mood of song, these instruments are good. He will decide. You won't tell, the director won't tell, use these instruments and play music like this. The director don't know. It's a music director creativity. Now, when someone is Virat Kohli or Sachin Tendulkar is batting, he won't ask someone, you first play me and show me, then I will play. So based on the bowler bowling, he has to take the judgment which shot he should play now. So creativity. Now as a developer, you should understand which keyword shall I use here now. What is my requirement? What shall I do? This is what your work is. Understand. Mugging up syntaxes of no use. Understand which keyword is used in which place. Now I want to use a right keyword, but with forward slash or without forward slash. That judgment you have to take. So now, one more way. Now I forgot to put forward slash. Just one forward slash will disturb your complete output. In the right statement, I have forgotten to keep forward slash. Execute. So see here, it has overwritten the text and bill number is overwritten by bill date. One line above it came. So be careful with this forward slashes. Now I can write an underline like this, but there is one keyword called as uline. Uline will be used or can be used to draw horizontal lines. Indirectly underline. Type 1 uline. That's it. Uline. So right now I am putting one keyword here. I am removing this and simply putting uline. Activate. One line from left margin to right margin. SAP will draw one single line from left margin to right margin. One left margin to right margin, it has drawn one line. If the client asks you like this, you can use it like this. So U line from left margin to right margin, a line will be drawn. Type 2. If you want fixed length lines, now I want a line exactly under the customer slip. I have done with like this. So I have done something like this, right at 40. First character, second character, third character, fourth character, fifth character, sixth character, seventh character, eighth character, ninth character, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th. Like this I have drawn. Instead of this, what you can do is U line, U line, starting at 40, number of characters. So U line, starting position and width in characters. So I want a underline starting at 40 of width how much? Example, the width here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I want a length of 13 length. This is one way of drawing it. But if you don't use forward slash here, what will happen? U line at 40 of 13. After writing this text, after writing the bill number, the cursor is waiting. The cursor is waiting here. When you say draw a U line at 40, immediately the cursor will go back to 40th position and it will write the U line here. So it will overwrite. It will overwrite. Execute. So see here it has overwritten. So what we have to do? We have to use forward slash. If you are not comfortable with uline keyword, use that right statement. With right statement only, use that underscore. So the client won't see how you have written the program. Execute. So under the customer slip. Now in the same line, I want bill date. So I'm not using any forward slash. I'm not using any forward slash. At 75, I am simply writing bill date. So now I will get uline and bill date in the same line. Execute. So for a developer, the first important thing is patience. Have some patience until you get the output. Some cases you'll get the output in 5 minutes. Some cases, if you do two, three times also, you won't get the output. You have done some minute mistake. You have to observe that minute mistake carefully. So now bill number, bill date, over. Now I want some gap again. So what shall I do now? If I want gap, you have two
Skip.
options. Write forward slash one option, skip one option. Whichever you are comfortable, use it. Now I want to write customer details. Now if you see here, I am leaving some gap. Everywhere I am leaving some gap. I want some gap. The gap is same for all. So what I am doing, I am writing in a new line at 10. Customer details. Right at 10. Customer ID. Right at 10. Customer name. Right at 10. Customer city. Right at 10. Customer whatever it is. So now check the syntax, activate, execute. Execute. So now I am getting all the line. Now observe what the client has asked. In all this, he has asked one line, underline also. Under the customer details, he want one underline. So I am writing customer details. Where I am writing customer details. Go there, and after this, we want one underline. I can use right forward slash 10. You can use this. I can use it. Or I can use U line in a new line starting at 10. How much width? How much width? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 width. Activate. Execute. So under customer details, I got the underline. And after that, I want a semicolon. Now in the given text, in all the given text, 4 or 5 lines, see which one is having the maximum text and count the variables. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I am starting my text at 10. The length of this is 13. 13. So what I am doing at 16, right at 16, semicolon. Right at now I'm not using forward slash here. Right at 16. Right at 16. Right at 16. Sorry, not 16, 26.
This
26. 26. 26. 26. Because I started my text at 10. 10 plus 13 characters length. So my cursor is waiting at 23. I am leaving some gap. So at 26, I am writing the semicolon. Now, beside that semicolon, we have to print the data. Still, we have not seen how to get the data. So in the next class, next to next class, I will use the same program to write the output. So customer ID, what to do, customer name, what to do, customer city, what to do, customer post, what to do. So it's over. Now I want some gap again. So again I'm using skip to. How many lines you want, you leave that many lines. Okay, I'm randomly leaving some gaps, skip 2 lines. So now I want to write this text. Now follow this carefully. First you should understand how much gap you want for each variable. Now in SAP, in reports, we don't have any keyword to draw a table. We don't have any keyword to draw a table. So what we have to do, if I want a table, now if I want a table, then what shall I do is,
Horizontal lines and vertical
first,
lines.
first I have to put vertical line, then serial number, then vertical line, then material, then gap, then vertical, then quantity, then I have to put like this: vertical line, text, vertical line, text, vertical line, text. So how much gap you want for each field, you should first only decide. Example, I want 10 length gap here, 10 length gap here, I want 20 length gap here. Now example, quantity field, you will take some 12 to. When you take 12 to, the default length of the quantity field SAP is taking as 16 because it has to draw the thousand separator, decimal separator, etc. So for quantity currency fields, at least you have to leave some 20 characters gap. Quantity and currency fields, you should leave 20 characters gap. So how you want this data is very important. So now observe this carefully. I have to draw one line, two, three, four, five, six, seven vertical lines. Seven vertical lines. So I'm going and writing right. Pipe symbol. Pipe symbol. So you will see above the shift. Above the shift there will be one straight line. So that straight line. One. How many you want? Draw that many. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. So first line, second line, third line, fourth line, fifth line, sixth line, seventh line. 7 lines. Now I am putting the first line at which position? So nearly 10th position. So I am putting the first line at 10th position. Then write at 12 serial number. So after writing the vertical line, I am giving some gap. Some gap. If you want one character, give one character. If you want two characters, give two characters. So I am giving two characters. Write at 12 serial number. Then then how much length you want, leave it as it is. I want, suppose if I'm starting this at 12 serial number, now I will write this at somewhere around 16.
So 19.
12, wait, 13, 14, 15. If you write at 16, what will happen? You will get it like this. So you have to decide how much gap you want. You tell that much gap SAP will leave. So instead of 16, 18 or 19 is better. Then after 19, I'm again leaving two characters gap, 21. 21 before, sorry, right at 21. What? Material. Material. Now I want material say 20 characters gap because some materials will have very big name. So I want to print a very big name. So in such case, I'm leaving 20 characters gap. 21 plus 20. 21 plus 20, 41. 42. I am writing one more line. Then after that, 44. 44, right at 44, quantity. Quantity. Now I want bigger gap. 44 plus 20. 44 plus 20. 60, 64. 66. I am writing one vertical line. I am writing one vertical line. Then write at 68. 68 units. Units. If you see what is the length of unit, The length of unit is only 3 length. CUKY and unit. Unit length is always 3 only. But I want a gap before and after. So I'm leaving 5 characters gap. 68 plus 5. 68 plus 5. 73. So somewhere around 74. I am writing this. Then we have to write at 76. Price. Price the currency amount field I want bigger length. 76 plus 20. 80 7 8 96. At 98 I'm printing this. Then write at 100 currency. I'm just leaving some 10 characters gap. 100 plus 110. 10 100 110. So 111. Now if you see, the code is randomly there. You can leave it as it is, or there is a button called as pretty printer. Select pretty printer. The code will be aligned properly. The code will be aligned properly. So somewhere periods are missing.
Period.
Periods missing. Now check the syntax. Activate. Execute. So this part will be confusion. So there is no keyword to draw the vertical line directly. So we have to put small pipes and join those pipes. Execute. So serial number, material, quantity, units, price, currency. Now I'm assuming that my width is okay. Now what shall I do? I'm copying this as it is and placing it once again. This time I will remove the text. I am removing the text. So I want some gaps because here if you see, I want empty part. So I'm not printing anything. I'm simply removing it. Now first one, two, three, four, five. Wantedly I did a mistake. Wantedly I did a mistake. I have not used forward slash. I am writing that block 5 times. I am writing that empty block 5 times. So I am expecting 5 empty blocks. Execute. I am not getting. Why?
So mission forward slash.
Overwriting. It is writing the same thing in the same line again and again and again. So after writing these headings, where I'm taking my cursor to the next line. So we have to take the cursor to the next line. So always make a habit of everything you are writing. Whatever you are writing here, you are taking the cursor to the next line. Take the cursor to the next line. Take the cursor to the next line. Take the cursor to the next line. So right now I am putting only 5 items here. Right now, how to put more items, we have to see dynamically. That will be our next week's class. How to draw the dynamic table will be next week's class. Right now I'm taking a table which can accommodate 5 fields, 5 rows. Execute. So now I got the lines. Now I have to close the table. Before headings I want to draw a vertical line. After headings I will draw one vertical. Sorry. Before headings I have to draw one horizontal line. After this I have to draw one horizontal line. So two horizontal lines. Two horizontal lines. Before heading. Before heading. So where we are writing heading here. So before heading one, oh, I can use write this one, or I can use U line in a new line at 10. How much width? Mathematical calculations. Mathematical calculations. What is the count of the leftmost variable?
Zero.
0. Where I am ending my currency? This one?
One.
Triple one.
Triple one. So this is triple one. Triple one. So what is the total width from leftmost corner to here?
One.
Triple one.
21.
Mathematics you are forgetting. 0 to 10, how many characters?
9.
9.
0 to 10.
0 to
10.
11. 11.
11.
11.
11
1
characters.
to 10. 1 to 10 is 10 characters. 0 to 10 is 11 characters. So here the leftmost corner is 0. The rightmost corner is triple one. So total how many characters? Total with
112.
112.
112. Out of 112, do I want this part? Do I want this
No.
part? So minus
No.
10. Minus
No.
10. 112.
110.
112 minus 10.
102.
102.
102. So what is the width of this line?
102.
102.
1
102.
or 2 characters. It is mathematical calculation. This is nowhere related to program. It's mathematical calculations. So 112 is the total width from left margin to here. But I don't want this part. Skipping. This is 10 length characters. So I'm minusing 10. So 112 minus 10. So 102. I want one underline of 102. Again, I want one underline after the headings. I want one line of 102. And again in the last, I want 102. Activate. Execute. Execute. So I draw the table 102. So now, after that, again I want one more block here. One more block here. So what I am doing? Again I am copying this as it is. Again I am putting one more underline as it is. But in between, I don't want this. This line I don't want. This line I don't want. This line I don't want. So this line, keep this line as it is. So three lines I have to remove. One, two, three. So remove these three lines and write total. Activate. Execute. Execute. So now you might see here, if you see, quantity field heading is going to the left side. You want to move this to right side. Price also going to the left side. You want to move it to the right side. Material also going to the left side. You want to move it to the right side. So just playing with your keywords. So now where you are writing material, right now you are writing the material at 21. I'll put at 24. Quantity 46 I'll put. 46 I'll put. Price 79 I'll put. Activate. Just interchanging the position of the headings. Execute. So until the client is satisfied, you have to adjust these positions carefully. Execute. So material quantity, you can adjust something more. You can move it more so that you can see it in the center. So this is what programming is. So yesterday we have not drawn this horizontal vertical lines. Today we are drawing the vertical lines. Now how to print the data will be our next topic. So before going to the next topic, we have to see the input screen now. Based on the inputs only, we can print this bill number, print this customer details, print this so and so. So we have to take the input from the user. How to take the input from the user will be our tomorrow's topic. So today topic is like a revision recap of yesterday's topic plus something new. So today we have covered two more new keywords: skip and uline. Skip and uline. Now, if you don't want to use these two, don't use it. Directly use right statement only for everything. But if you use this, it will be much better. So now what is your assignment? First thing, after the class, you have to recreate this without seeing this. Now, some people, they can do it. Some people, what they are doing, they are looking into the program and doing it. So automatically they are feeling that I know I understood this. But The program which is already explained line by line, definitely you'll understand, you can remember. Some people's memory is very good, so they are mugging up the program and they are doing it. But if you want to know, really know that you have understood the right concepts, do this assignment. So your assignment is student student details, roll number, class, section, student, pseudonym, name, student name, student age, age awesome place, father name, stu- phone number, address, name. We have to write his father name. We have to write his phone number. We have to write the address. Serial number, subject, marks for actual marks, pass, actuals, grade, serial number, subject, marks, pass marks, actuals. Now, overall grade. Here I want one, two, three, four, five subjects. Five subjects. The five subjects are say English, science, maths, physics, chemistry. Now total marks. English is for 100, science is for 100, maths is for 200, physics is for 50, chemistry is for 50. When I say science, so assume that it's biology. This is biology. Pass marks. What is a pass marks? Put it 35, 35, 35, 70, 15, 15. Now remaining leave it as it is. Remaining leave it blank. This student to student, it will change. Student to student, it will change. Now this is the assignment. So try to do this assignment. If you do this assignment on your own, then you will clearly understand whether you understood the subject or not. So let me share
What
this.
is mean by student to student change?
Every student will get the same marks.
No, no,
Every student roll number will be the same. Class
no.
will be the same. So
You
no,
want to
no,
repeat this, sir? You want to
the
repeat
layout
this?
the layout will be the same. From
Okay.
student to student, the data will change, right?
Yes, that's correct.
So how to print the data we have not seen. So that we have to get the data from the database. In the database, your student marks will be stored. So from the database, we have to get the data and print it. So the names, father name, actual marks will be printed later. First, we are designing the layout of a report. Okay. This is your assignment. This is the notes. So that's it for me for today. Catch you tomorrow.